Okay. Well, hello everybody. What are we on now here? Was this episode 6? I can't even keep track of this. 6? Yeah. So it's StehnZ and Jessi here playing some more Stardew Valley in our dinosaur world. Look, it's raining today.
I have to fix this shit.
You should, because I think what that means is that like crows have come and are like eating some of our plants. Like we really need to make a scarecrow. And if you recall,
Now that you've explained to me
yeah,
what a scarecrow is, I think we can take that step soon.
okay. Well, then in that case, I'm going to the crafting window and I'm looking at what it costs. It costs us wood, coal, and fiber. So we've got. Let's make sure we stash our wood and our fiber in like a chest, so that we can start making scarecrows. Oh, my cat is in the house. If you want to come up to him, just don't water him this time. You know.
Your cat again. Here we go again.
Oh my God, Jessi, I'm so sorry. I keep saying it, but you know, like he feels like my cat because this whole thing feels like it's like my farm, but that's inaccurate. I guess I just have I have the main homestead and you have like the helper house. So it's like, of course, my brain keeps going there. But no, how rude. Okay, so
wait.
What, do you have flowers for me? Oh, how sweet. Thank you. I will make sure I don't re-gift that this time. I'm going to eat that if I need to.
Sure.
Hey, do you need parsnips for anybody that we're going to be meeting up there? I can give you back a gift too. Check this out.
Sure.
Nice.
There might be a certain someone that...
Good, because I will tell you this, it's not just Shane that likes them, it's also, I believe, Pam's favorite.
Oh, great. If she's not too drunk to even speak to me today.
Well, we gotta catch her before she gets properly liquored up. So, now, today,
What's on the agenda?
I'll tell you what it is. We don't have to water crops. We need some fibers in order to make a scarecrow. So I think if we go and start slashing some of these bushes over here real quick, we have some time to spend on that because it's raining. We'll be able to make that scarecrow and kind of get started with... or we should probably make a few of them, but I only have the one coal. So I don't know where we're going to find coal. Maybe it kind of comes out of rocks, but it's something that we should be aware of. Grass isn't going to do it. It has to be the bush.
Okay.
But if you're asking about what's on the agenda today, and we're not just talking like Stardew here, we definitely, for our viewers, have to expand on what we kind of...
many viewers who are all like just dying for this content.
Yeah, there's like, definitely like just like a clown car of people waiting outside the door to hear all about our you know, not just our backstory, but our excellent taste in music, because that is pretty much what we kind of got cut off yesterday, or whenever the last time we recorded. All the days are merging together, but in our last video, I should say. And I think that we do want to get our, as you say, many viewers up to speed on you know, basically your history of music fandom and how the deep dive that you've gone on through it. I guess I can kind of start everybody by basically saying that you have now been the fan, been like a super fan of one band now for, what did you say? It's now been 28 years.
Yeah, since
yeah,
I was a small child.
And there's a specific origin story for that involved like, geez, I'm paraphrasing here, but you know, sharing poetry that you had written as basically a kid for your tremendous interest in this band. And I guess we should stop dodging around it. So like there's
It's Smashing Pumpkins.
okay, thank you. and you know, I didn't want to just
I admit it. I confess.
You confess that that's it. And you know, and like I always tell you, you know, and I don't want to like overly like exaggerate this, but I believe that you've been essentially a honored member of that community for...
Honored, I wouldn't.
Okay, maybe honored's the wrong term. How about notorious?
That might be a bridge too far too, but
okay,
it's something. It's something.
Yeah,
the community is really something else.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
And you know, and me. Oh, you got lots of fiber. I think we can. Why don't you come with me and we'll do some more foraging here?
fine. Whatever you say.
Okay, thank you. We have plenty of time. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But I don't know if you want to go down the whole Netforia route, but it's like back in the day, there was a. Like,
I love how casually you just mentioned Netforia, as if anybody knows what the fuck that is.
Well, maybe people.
But I literally do love that. I'm not being sarcastic.
Okay, because maybe people. Maybe other fans of the band would know, because we're talking like some early Web 2.0 style, like what those message boards that don't really exist anymore because they were just websites that you could just sign up for as a thing. So it almost has a little bit of that kind of 4chan vibe where like anybody can kind of post, and so it's really the Wild West of the internet on there. And me not being, I mean, I should have been more supportive back in the day and been more open to like listening to your music with that, instead of like that ultra hipster, like I'm only my atonal cacophony is actually good, and you know, everything else is so commercial. But I regardless of what I postured myself with, that I always respected your taste in music and your fandom of that band in general, even if like it wasn't something that that I would have listened to on my own. But you know how it is when you have a special someone in your life in your youth, your MP3 list starts to balloon with all of their music. And I had lots of that band that just sort of got in there because it would remind me of like times hanging out with you where we would play it. And oh my God, it's almost too intimate to even share. But the band finally landed with me at one point while we were hanging out on one of those nights where I would essentially have had to have traveled across, not the entire country, but, you know, I'd say a good 4 or 5 states in order to be with you. And I forget what the exact song was, but there was some just super sad song that lyrically was about, you know, having to say goodbye and stuff like, oh my God.
The last song.
Yeah. Oh, I almost...
That's like an obscure, like, deep cut, too.
I know, but that's where it finally landed with me, that it was something special. And, like, seriously, even just repeating this story to you, I could, like, feel my tear ducts swell. That's how touched I was by that. Oh my God. So, with that... Okay, shit, the store is closed, but... I think it's almost 5 o'clock that we can go do that. You remember that incident then, right? Because I think we both burst into tears, and I think at that point I started to basically have a bigger appreciation for that band with you. So my MP3 list began to balloon with all of that. But I'm not. You were
a little jealous of my love for Billy.
You think so? I mean, I was the jealous type.
I know you were. You may not recall specifically, but you were a little bit.
That sounds on brand for me. You know, there's a lot of insecurities in a young man's. Oh, she's still coherent. If you want to hand her a, I want to give her a parsnip too. No, not you. Let me get out of the way. You do it. And
she's happy with the daffodil.
Oh, great.
Or whatever the fuck that was.
Okay. She said now she really likes it. I'm like a green heart with her, so we're really doing terrific here. It's only
Here's
Tuesday.
My boyfriend.
Yeah.
Wait, who's this?
This is the doctor.
Can you marry Harvey?
You can. But you said that there was no chemistry with Harvey there. You were not feeling that at all.
What do you want? Go away. I don't think so. That only makes me want you more. Let's give him a turnip or whatever.
Go away. No, take my turnip.
Shit, I've already given him too many gifts.
Hey, but...
I have nothing to offer.
But, you know, Jesse, we were saying to play the field over here, this is the other kind of dark, brooding guy. This is more the, like, this might be more...
The emo guy?
The emo guy might be a little bit closer to my analog at the...
Oh, yeah, I like him, too. I'll give him... The spurned parsnip.
The parsnip that Shane wouldn't take.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, okay, I want to give him something, too. I'm like...
He's too cool for the festival that's coming up tomorrow.
Oh, the flower dance.
And he says he's gonna look stupid during the dance.
Oh, my God.
That's hot. He's kind of brooding, self-loathing
a
little bit.
He is he definitely hits all those notes because if we're able to kind of expand his
Shane's anger is hotter though.
Oh, sure. Well, maybe Shane's anger will start to melt away once we begin his like redemption arc. You know what I'm saying? But he has to hit rock bottom, and then you're gonna have to pick him up and basically nurture him back
I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting to pick up the pieces.
Yeah. Well, then
I can fix him.
He'll be at his most vulnerable at that point if you're looking for your moment to strike. Which sounds dastardly, but this is such is love. Okay, let's see if we can do some more foraging in here. But anyway, I digressed from the story of what I was saying, which was that even for me, your music did find its way into my MP3 list, and it continued to be to this day. Like I kept like the old Napster songs and all of that from my youth. I just stopped listening to music because I don't know what happened. Like I've told you, like I'm like embarrassed to blast anything. Like there's some sort of mental block with me to even do that. So I prefer to just end up like sitting in silence. But I do know that even though I added all of those songs to my list from Smashing Pumpkins back in the day, that from just because of my connection to you, somewhere along the line, this is going to hurt our audience who's hearing this, but somewhere along the line after we broke up, I purged all of it. I'm like, nope, no more. And like, so now when I look at my MP3 list, it's all gone. Why would I do that? Perhaps painful memories. I don't know, but now I miss it. But here's the thing, it's all been redeemed, and this is where I wanted to go in this conversation with you, or just at least to share to our like 2 viewers who already know me and know this, or no, they don't know this, but it's all been rehabilitated. You've created for me a bunch of unlisted YouTube lists that have allowed me to kind of go back in time and like revisit some of these songs, and it's like, man, it's just like a blast from the past. So I've regained my appreciation for your music that I should have had all of those years ago and been more open with.
A true redemption arc.
Yeah.
You weren't that critical of my music. You would talk like shit a little bit, but it's not like you like forbid me from listening to it around you or anything, or made me feel like
that's good.
Embarrassed about it. I also didn't give a shit. Like I was gonna impose it on you regardless. So
and so you should, because like that's part of sharing with someone. It's like whatever your interests are, and I'm glad to know that like I didn't make you feel like that it was inferior to, like I said, my like ultra cerebral atonal garbage. Let's start heading back home.
Name some. Wait, I have a fish.
Okay, get
Probably.
your fish.
Another 1-inch. No, it's not like giving me enough trouble to be a 1-inch sardine.
It's a 17-inch carp. That's
yeah,
actually.
And it was way easier to catch than that fucking sardine.
Which makes no sense because a carp is a nasty fish, as we all know. I mean, not that you know much about it. Not that I do either.
I know what a carp is.
Well, you of course know what a carp is, but you haven't tried to catch one. Oh, you do?
They're a carp, yeah.
Oh, like you have one? Like, what do you mean? Like on your property?
In my house, yeah.
Oh, cheapers. Now I'm learning stuff. I didn't know that. I, of course, like, have a tremendous affinity for animals and am a vegan, so I can't really kill any of that. I'm like kind of more like almost flirting with like some kind of Western Buddhist position of not wanting to hurt the animals. We definitely have to get ready for the flower dance tomorrow. That's going to change everything. But let's go to bed for the night. Yep. So yeah, sorry to keep going on a tangent with that, but like it's I'm just glad to know that it wasn't that I wasn't a total jerk about it. But so we started with that. So of course, like if I'm gonna be like, reconnecting with Jessi and getting to know her again after all these years, we have to go down that music route. And from there, you then began to show me some new stuff that I hadn't seen before. So it was like, okay, I don't know if anybody else is. I mean, I don't know how popular Ghost is, but like, I think it's like it felt like they had a lot of views. So like immediately upon,
they're known.
They're known, yeah. Oh, well, now it's in like my feed.
They're pretty popular.
Okay, I could see that.
But I'm not like in the community. I don't really know. I just listen. And the shows were a little more. The atmosphere at the shows was a little more pleasant than my usual experience at a Smashing Pumpkins event, but
yeah,
I won't elaborate too much further there.
Okay, well, I mean, you can if you want. I'm genuinely curious as to what the difference is. But no, I mean, because for me, it's like, well, everything's a concert, so it's always the same like gibberish group of people doing something. But no, that's like such a stupid reduction to put it that way. It's like different fans have different auras and different energy, yeah, different vibe, and it's unfortunate to me that it's like the that you have more weird encounters at the at your favorite band than you do at some of the other
like
stuff.
A satanic like band where the guy dresses up in a mask and shit. Yeah, it's way less toxic than
I could see that.
Pumpkins fan base.
Well, I can see that. From what I heard, you know, like I said, I picked up a very positive, uplifting message from all that. So I'm assuming that you know, their fan base is like you know, but are some good people. You know what I mean? And there's a little bit of a like a blank signifier when it comes to Smashing Pumpkins, that there's a lot of lyrics and other modes that are like up to interpretation. Ooh, let's head to the flower dance in the forest. You ready for this?
Okay.
Time is gonna stop when we're
I'm gonna buckle the fuck up.
Okay. You better. All right, this is it. But yeah, time has stopped in here, so like last time we had an event, basically I like can sit here and just like chat because I'm not feeling like I have to run after something. So but we can kind of creep our way toward this, because you're like, what the hell is happening? We just got teleported into an event. But I mostly want to say that like that band I would have never heard of without you. Like I'm not out there like plugging into all of this stuff, so it's like that was such an experience to sit there and watch all of those Ghost songs, well, listen to and like see the visual display of all that I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, wow, it's like you have continued to like deep dive into music, and I just admire it a lot of that, and you have a lot that you've been able to show to me. So then after that, I think you gave me 2 lists, and that's where I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to pick stuff from mine, and I tried to whip together like lists of stuff to show you things that you hadn't heard before. So of course I made you a Faith No More list, and that was a lot of you like listed to it at least once, so I counted like I kicked one past the goalkeeper, and there were songs you hadn't heard before. So it's like
I've heard more Mr. Bungle.
Yeah, because
it's not like I don't like I like Mike Patton. I just haven't like really taken the chance to like go through the entire catalog of Faith No More.
Well, so and that was no, go ahead.
Good list.
I'm glad you liked it, because you had heard all of the atonal bungle stuff growing, you know, be in my youth with it. I remember a great story of like their least listenable album, their middle album, Disco Volante, that I had, and like us going on like a road trip with your family, and then me like playing that album, and I think your mom had like a great comment of like, wow, I feel like that was a direct broadcast from hell or something. Like, she cracked like an amazing joke that I obviously I always really respected your mom, so it's she had to...
And I was telling you, like, Cradle of Filth was fine, like me blasting like Tool Lateralis to fall asleep to in like the middle of the night was fine, but like Disturbed would just set her the fuck off. She couldn't handle it whatsoever and would get pissed. And like told me that the guy's like a monster or like a degenerate just for making like a monkey noise on a song.
The monkey,
that was just way too much for her. Out of everything, Like, I would blast Mozart's Requiem at like 2 in the morning and she didn't give a shit, but Disturbed was a no-go.
That's just so funny to me because the exact same thing happened to me with my mother at the time, and I got the exact same criticism over the Monkey Man sounds basically carry like through your apartment, and it causes ooh.
Shane just fucking denied me.
No
Explanation, just will not be my dance partner.
Hey, but check this out. How about this?
God, I want him more now.
No.
Sebastian denied me as well. Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
What a curveball.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better... I can't think of a better candidate for me here, so...
Okay.
You said yes. I was gonna say, my heart is on the line for a second here. All right. Well, thank you.
Wow, that was a shock. Great content. I didn't see it coming.
Well, I'm full of surprises with this. Maybe I'm just a little sentimental at this point, based on what we're talking about. Once we start, going over our shared new metal passion like we did in the last episode. But no, it was I don't know when this starts. We are dancers now, but I don't know. We'll have to talk to like some guy in town. I think we find a guy or like the mayor and be like, "Hey, are you ready to start?" Or it's Emily that we have to tell. No, she's not running it.
Ugh.
No, okay, it's gonna be Mayor Lewis in the upper left hand corner, but we don't have to do that until we're ready.
Okay.
Because getting back to where we were, I'm
just gonna stand next to Shane.
Yeah. Okay. You can kind of see here when we look at this that like the characters kind of some of the bachelors and bachelorettes like naturally begin to
pair
hook up over. Yes, they pair up, and there's sort of a default orientation that you can kind of see with that that you can of course break by interjecting yourself into that.
Who's my rival for Shane?
I don't know. I really cannot remember. If someone knows, go ahead and put that in the comments below. But I'm gonna
if one of you two knows.
I am gonna guess that it is Abigail over here. But Abigail might be Sebastian.
I think that's for the emo guy.
Yeah,
look at her.
Doesn't that make more sense then?
Unless it's an opposites attract.
It could be. Then maybe Penny or Maru.
Okay.
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. That's why we play this. Like, we got to get to the bottom of these mysteries. But like I said, I keep going on Stardew tangents when I'm trying to talk about this. But it's like
Back to new metal.
Yeah, back to new metal.
Get your mind right.
Yeah, and it was good that you went through that list, because I really believe that like at least like Faith No More, maybe Bungle's sort of its own thing, but that they really helped like bring that genre like into its focus. I really think that a lot of the bands that we were listening to a lot in our youth from that genre were like inspired by Patton's vocals and some of the other stuff with that. And I love that he's still going. Like, did you know, you may not know this, I'm just going to tell you right now, that like they Mr. Bungle got put back together like in the last few years, and so some of the surviving members, aside from one of their original members who I believe has just been charged with murder, sorry if I'm like committing allegedly, you know,
okay.
I'm like, okay, before I commit any crime
Cover
here on
those
YouTube.
bases.
Yeah, I think that's what happened based on something I read on the news. So the entire band is not back together for obvious reasons, because the saxophonist, I believe, has now been formally charged with an alleged killer. I don't know any of that. But it's I think it's important that you like did a deeper dive into that and not just the like indulgent Mr. Bungle position, and heard something that's a little bit more structured and you know, like follows like a more traditional format of music. So you if you listen to all of that,
powerhouse singers like
you do
Freddie Mercury, Mike Patton, yeah. Oh, and then ironically there's Billy Corgan, but so I guess there's some duality on that front.
Duality, sure,
not
but
to shit talk him, like
no, there's nothing to shit talk.
Love him, but
Yeah, there's many colors of the rainbow. There's lots of flavors of ice cream here, you know, but like they all must like hit certain notes in order for it to work. So I guess I'm
Yeah, they definitely do hit certain notes. Billy does for sure.
yeah,
Like
I would say. But you've made a believer out of me in recent memory. So and like if I were the person I was now, I would have been a much bigger fan of all of your music back in the day. But of course I did you talk to the old
guy
man
in the corner?
Good call. So that
Are we gonna dance or
yeah,
what?
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Let's dance. Come on, Mayor Lewis.
Not that I like dancing at all, but
Oh well.
I guess the pixelated version of me can do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is definitely going to be the short now. Oh. Oh, okay, where?
How come like I don't get a nice dress? I'm just wearing these like purple lederhosen.
I don't have an outfit on either. Is this dancing?
You're in the hat.
Yeah, my straw hat from winning the egg hunt. Oh man. Well, thank you so much for being my dance partner and accepting that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally honored. Shane looks like he's dancing with Emily, so like
Yeah.
we're right away having like
Dude.
there's like something bizarre happening with there because both of our targeted love interests are dancing with each other, and there's something.
I fucking hate Emily, dude.
Why? Okay, that was
All
fun.
right.
Time to go home. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, and we have tons of energy. You want to like chop wood and stuff with me, and like we gotta unwind
You know I
after
do.
that. Yeah, I know you do. We have to unwind after that high stress thing
Yeah,
because
I need some like intense lumberjacking to wind me down for the night.
I agree because I'm all like I'm flipped into a jealous rage over our my pixelated love interest dancing with your interest. Like that says something right there. This isn't even
Can
the
we
right.
even like do these? No,
No, we
the
need
axe is too shitty to break the stump.
yeah, we need a better thing on that. But yeah, I think it's we definitely
Enough smashing pumpkins though. Like let's go over some other things on the list because even though that's like a sickness of mine, there is more too.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely
Not that
more.
anyone like even cares, but
Well,
for
no.
our own personal conversation.
I think that I if they don't care now, they'll care later. You know what I mean? Like we've talked about this. This is
Or else.
yeah, or else. What's gonna happen is that like we're no, now I'm gonna sound all cocky, but it's like once like we've completed it, then there's gonna be people who are gonna want to go back in history and hear us right around the time that we figured out how to get your audio correct, and it'll be
to address the elephant in the room.
that we had a lot to learn about making videos.
Like there's several things in this series we've left completely unaddressed, but now that's out.
Yeah, rightfully so. 12:30. We have enough time to chop down a couple wood trees here. They're called singular. They're a tree. But we are getting close to that half-hour mark, so we might not have time to cover all of that. But let's just say that there is definitely more music to kind of go over because you've shared with me more than just two specific bands and have moved into like your entire like eclectic mix, and I now basically am able to go down the entire rabbit hole with you, and it's just been like a lot of fun. Oh my God, you're passing out.
Yeah.
You got to try to make it to bed. Actually, eat something.
It's time to stop.
Eat a leek real quick.
I'll
so we
eat
can
an
get over that.
onion
Yeah.
or a raw fish.
Quick scarf down that onion, and then we have a half hour to get home. But that will have to be a topic for
again. We're never gonna.
We
Let's
never
just
finish
never
it.
get to it.
No, we go on way too many tangents, and then the flower festival happened, and there's nothing we can do. Pop in that bed.
That shock
Oh,
proposal.
yeah, you didn't make it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're gonna have less energy next turn. What a what a what a shock that all after all that dancing and chopping that you pass out right in front of your bed like Sims style.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, whatever.
That's fine. On that note, good episode. And next time, let's promise our 3 viewers that we will
Because hopefully it'll be 3 by then. We're moving on up.
Yeah. I can think of at least a few IRL people that are listening, so I can go with I can say 3. But we're gonna be moving into a deeper dive into your list, and I'll be able to kind of play off and to tell you to tell our audience essentially what songs and other things resonated with me, and it's a redemption arc story about StehnZ being able to have music part of his life again, thanks to Jessi's tutelage. So that's what you're all going to hear. Anyway, good times.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I hope they can sleep tonight, like waiting for the next installment.
Well, I don't know. Those are big topics, because it's very broad what we're going to be covering. But I think they're going to be okay. So let's call it there and just do our obligatory reminder, to go ahead and hit like buttons, subscribe to my tiny channel, because we're gonna keep hammering out this stuff. We have so many other games to play, and we're gonna keep coming at you with this kind of duality approach of both of us playing these games together. So thank you all for watching
Like and
this.
subscribe if you think Emily is a cock block.
Oh, okay. On that note, good night, everyone.